So hello everyone. There's too much of hype about the artificial intelligence and the neural networks associated, and therefore I have decided to start a new series of videos which will be easily understandable for all the people who aspire to become artificial intelligence engineers as well as expert in the neural network area. See, the neural network is all about understanding how the things work in the background with a basic knowledge of the machine learning and statistical algorithms, and then implementing them in the Python. So the expectation of this course will be to include to expect from the people who want to study it, they must have a basic learning of Python as well as the understanding of the machine learning algorithms like logistic regression, linear regression, clustering, and all the basic ones like SVM or naive Bayes, or all the basic concepts of statistics as well. They are expected to have. So probably once this neural network course completes, I'll be covering the machine learning basics as well. But first of all, because there is too much of hype around neural networks, I'll be providing complete theory as well as the code. After that, once the theory completes, we'll be covering the code aspect of the Keras and TensorFlow. So let's start right away. So the history of neural networks. Starting off, there is everything that we have around us nowadays has a history associated with it. Similarly, the neural networks as well has its own history, and the way the humans were inspired by birds to fly in the same way around the era of Second World War. The intelligence, or someone inspired to have to collect more and more intelligence related to the other party or the enemy party, and from there started the era of doing research and investigation on finding out what artificial intelligence can exactly do. So it all started around post the World War II era, when the intelligence was the major thing, or the critical information which can make or break a party to the war. So after the Second World War era, in 1957, a scientist named Rosenblatt, he after the World War II, he created the first basic perceptron using which was actually inspired by the biological neuron model. So loosely, the biological inspiration is associated with how the neural networks idea came up and how it proceeds. The simplest model of neural networks is called a perceptron, and the idea of perceptron was first given in 1957 in the post-World War II era by Rosenblatt. The perceptron, how does it work? We'll see what is the structure of a basic neural network model, which is perceptron, how it works, how it is similar to logistic regression. But before that, we need to understand how the neural networks are loosely inspired by or related to the neurons in our body. So if you see a neuron cell in our body, how does it look like? A neuron cell has a cell area of its own. This is the cell area, and this part is called the cell area. So this is basically the neuron area. So this is the cell area, and the cell is connected with many axons, and the axons have dendrites at their ends. So if you see, the neuron cell has its own cell body, and it has at its center it has the nucleus, which controls the functioning or the existence of the cell. How the information will come and how it will be processed and how it will be forwarded, all is controlled by the nucleus. The cell, every neuron cell is connected with an axon. The axon, if you see here, I have mentioned that the impulse is carried away from a cell body using the axon. And what does the axon do? Axon provides terminals and branches through which another cell or cell body will be connected. So how does it look like? So we can see here that there is this first neuron cell. This neuron cell is connected to through axon. It will be connected to another neuron cell. If you see here, why am I not able to? Okay, just a second. Okay, so if you see, If you see here, so here is our first cell body, and through axons another cell will be connected somewhere here. It will have its own nucleus. Another cell will be connected, or neurons will be connected over here with its own nucleus. Another cell will be connected over here with its own nucleus, and further with they will have their own axons, and the signal will be moving away from the cells, and through these actions they will be further connected to another cell. So this is how the chain of neuron works. So each of so in short, each of cell will have a nucleus which controls the cell functioning. The cell, you can see I have marked the cell body as well. The cell will have dendrites connected to it, and cell will have an cell will be connected to another. One neuron cell will be connected to another neuron cell using the axon, and through the axon the impulse is carried away from the cell body. And the axons will have their terminals as well as branches. Axon breaks down into branches, and the branches further continue to terminals through which another cell will be connected. So here the structure of this is how the neuron works.